Hello everyone, my project is about communal and trade structures in Batıkent, Ankara. My name is Ahmad Mohmandd, graduated from architecture department from Yaşar University in 2020. My semester project will be focused on communal and trade structures, and subtitle of this project will be Batıkent. It means that this project will place in Batıkent. I choose project because my last projects were about communal and trade structures. My last year projects were in Izmir Archaeological Center, Co-Art Center. The other project were Art Center, Nursing Home and Daycare Center, Art House and Bike Hub. What is commercial building? Commercial building definition is the definition in which at least 50% of the floor area is used for commercial activities such as retail sales, service provision, or catering services like restaurants and other. For example, a building 10 floors high in New York City, 6 floors reserved for apartments or residents, and the remaining 4 floors reserved for businesses will not be considered a commercial building. In addition, a commercial building or land can be defined as an area that has the potential to be an income generating structure. So what about the communal spaces? Common spaces are basically a more organized and organized version of public spaces. It brings out all the benefits of public spaces while eliminating side effects such as crime and garbage. Regardless of the building type, every building should contain common areas, housing, factory, hospital, prison, whatever you name it. There is always a need for a common space. So we as architects should feel compelled to include appropriate communal spaces in our architecture for the following 5 reasons: awesome functionality, awesome aesthetics, social interaction, sharing of knowledge and ideas, and also reduction of racism and inequality. We can safely conclude that the inclusion of common areas in architecture is very beneficial for both architects and users. The resulting buildings design not only serves society but also satisfies the architect's desire to highlight his building as a well-functioning miracle. If all architects make a habit of adding good common areas to every building they design, we can achieve a major social reform. So different types of commercial properties and their subcategories: industrial, retail, office, multi-dwelling units, luxury home, hotel and lodging, restaurants. So Batıkent is located in Ankara, Turkey. Size of this area is about 110 hectares. Design date between 1974 and 1979, and construction date between 1981 and 1983. Operated by Kent Coop. Population intended 2,000 and 250,000 persons. Vatican project located on the north of Ankara-Istanbul highway, 13 km far from the city center and on an area of 1,034 hectares in Turkey and in the world. It is the largest public housing area or the biggest city. As the first example, mass housing law and mass housing administration were born as a result of this project. 53,351 residences were completed in Vatican, and the population exceeded 213,000. In the Vatican region, apart from the housing cooperatives, land was allocated to 18 collective workplace cooperatives and 670 workplaces, all of which were completed by these cooperatives were offered to the serve of Vatican residents. Neighborhood markets became inoperable and tradesmen were damaged due to the rapidly changing trade understanding in the last 10 years, which was moved to the hypermarket shopping mall. For this, new zoning changes should be made in neighborhood centers. Neighborhood centers should be revitalized and made attractive. Land use table in Vatican project. The biggest one is housing areas, that is include about 48% of this area: trade, health, education, culture and entertainment, official institution and municipal services, green areas, sports and sports fields, traffic roads. That is the second part of this table, about 14.5% of this area. Pedestrian roads, rail, public transport and terminal, that if you sum all of them, it will make the 100% of this area. It means 100% of Vatican project. So different aspects of Vatican project on social life: contribution to supporting the urban cooperative movement and cooperative movement as whole, contribution to the development of housing and urban policies, effects on local and national policies, mass housing law, planning, project implementation success, contribution to the creation of a sociologically desirable and sustainable environment, and helping people help themselves through cooperatives and other civic initiatives to provide affordable accommodation to those who demand, to develop an integrated community, to design a healthy environment, promoting civil engagement and accountability through a collaborative self-help organization. As I told you before, the plan of this project started in 1974 and was completed in 1979. Its construction started in 1981 and finished in 1983. Residential units consisting of 516 residences were inhabited. Vatican consists of 5 different sized units determined with different characteristics that are Vatican district, quarter, neighborhood, and cooperative blocks. The characteristics of these are education, health, culture, recreation, public, commercial, and service. Sorry. The planning criteria and principles: the Vatican unit, the C Vatican unit is the smallest unit consisting of 300 residential units, which is a social center for commercial activities above the cooperative block. The neighborhood level is defined by the nursery facility. The 2 neighborhood units consisted of neighborhood unit, which included a primary school, parks, playgrounds, and squares. The district unit was characterized by a high school and a sub-center serving to 50,000 pupils. The main center, the largest unit covering the entire settlement, called serve all sunken cities with its commercial activities, religious units, social and cultural centers. Vatican has been developed with 14 nurseries, 20 primary schools, 4 high schools, 4 health centers, and various social and commercial units suitable for a total population of 250,000 pupils. Analysis and mapping Vatican Ankara. The transport mapping that show the main roads, sub-roads, the way of the road of the train station and also train stations. The green areas mapping that shows the active and non-active green areas, that the darkest one is non-active, the other one is active. Some parks are on this area as well. The Ankara annual main rainfalls between the 1981 and 2016 years. The climate reports of Ankara in 2020, the temperature reports, precipitation reports, and windy speed. That, as you see in the graph, the hottest months are between June, July, August, and September. This will help us to save sunlight energy, solar energy in these months more than other months. So the other graph shows the precipitation between February and July months is more than other months. We can save rainwaters between these months more than ever and use it for the whole year. As I told you before, it's about the conservation of the rainwaters. So windy speed is between 30 and 50 km per hour between January and April months. Effect of wind on project structure is also an important thing. And structures group of Vatican area: industrial complex, crafting zone, high-rise apartment, commercial areas, park and recreational, low-rise apartment, mid-rise apartments, and social facilities. So this is also an analysis of the sun direction of this project from west to east, the wind direction as you see in the figure, the wind direction, sun direction, and also the project area that is located here. Why I choose this area for my project area? The reason is it is near to the two station of the metro, Batikent and Batimerkez, that makes the accessibility of this area more easy. So this area is the center of the Batikent between main roads near to two station of metros. As I told you, not an active area. It will be a gathering area for Batikent, an example for sustainable structure as well. This parcel is about 85 meters square, so it will be a proper area for an urban plan design project. The aim is to connect settlement with communal structure completely and sustainably. So my project name will be Life Center Communal Living. Proposal for this project is project will be a socially sustainable residential hub. By using climate smart and economically varied housing model will test architecture's capability to foster sustainable living. Will provide more compact apartment units in an area of 85 meters square. Despite the high density and block arrangement, the project will include many common areas and open and planned common areas. These spaces are intended to act as shared knowledge and resource points, consolidating waste and fostering a greater sense of community interaction within the complex. The proposal integrates typologically variable apartment types into the public program to create rich socioeconomic diversity. Careful evaluation of the existing environment will further this diversity by creating conscious connections to integrate the new development with its environment. The aim of this project will be a long-term sustainability to provide opportunities for residents to engage and interact with their local environment. So concept diagram of this project, as you see, the first step, it is a prisma that the closed city block. It means a safe courtyard, and then for permeability and roads connection, there will be some connection with the roads, and also up and down some parts of the blocks to diverse and sorry to diverse and lively city block, and also slope it the cutting part of the part of the blocks. There will be a sloped wall for the uniqueness, and also for the renewable energy that will use for renewable energy, and also for the conservation of rainwater as well. Functional roofs and also cozy balconies, collective courtyard, terrace with greenhouse community. The program analysis of this project will be about 51,060 meters square accommodation. The auto park is apart from that area of accommodation, that 49,000 meters square auto park just used for the accommodation part. About 670 cars plus 54 for disabled. There will be lots of types of accommodation units: 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, modern 2 plus 1, loft duplex 2 plus 1, duplex 3 plus 1. That 1 plus 1 will be about 55 meters square. There will be 64 of these units. 2 plus 1, 80 meters square, 332 of that. Modern 2 plus 1, 125 meters square, 40 of that. Loft duplex 2 plus 1, 180 meters square, 30 of that type of units. Duplex 3 plus 1, the biggest one, 119 meters square, 68 of this type of units. The green roofs, as you see that the some parts of this uh, project will be used for the green roof, as I told you before, and some part also covered with solar panels, and also using for conservation of rainwater. The green areas that conclude children park, tennis court, basketball court, green parks, football court, and also some active green areas that use for spending time with their family and children over there. Commercial place is about 9,940 meters square. The auto park of this also is a part of that area that is about 5,070 meters square, 90 cars plus 12 for disabled. This part also concludes gift shops, restaurants, shops, cafes, workshops, and learning areas. Drawing of this project will conclude of plans, sections, elevations, and renders. The site plan of this project, as you see, there is three parts in this project: the residential and also commercial area of this park, the completely commercial area of this project, and also the private project part of this project. It means um, private and public in this, fully public, and also just private. So the first ground of this project will be used serve for commercial. This is fully commercial area, and also you see the green areas, the courtyard of football, basketball, tennis, and also some children parks that serve services for these blocks inside of the safe courtyard. The 0.00 level floor plan that you see that the auto park of this part, and also start of the commercial area of this one. The parking area will be down of this part. It will be, this part will have a 2 stories auto park down of this part, first story for the commercial one, and also 3 stories for this one that is started from the 0.00 and go to the up because it is a sloped area. And also the second floor plan, 4.08 level floor plan, that you see that the residential part start from that one. Again, the auto park and also some commercial areas that is located inside these easy that serves for this road of this commercial part. The 7.14 level floor plan that you see this start and beginning part of the commercial areas, and also the second floor of residential area. Again, the auto park of this part. And in this plan you see that in 10.2 level floor plan you see that the residential area start from this part. For this part they start from this level, and also you see the cutting of the cutting some parts of these blocks that use for the as I show you in the concept diagram, that is used for green roof, and also roof of these the other parts will cover for solar panel for saving energy. The section of these project sections that show the connection of residential and commercial area with fully commercial area, the stairs of that is cut, and also the connection of the upper, the public part of the project with commercial area of this project. The elevations of these projects from north, south, east, west, all of that including here. Some renders, a sketch of the top view of this project that show the connection of green parks and also connection of the blocks, safe courtyards with commercial areas and also public areas, and also children parks in the safe courtyard, connection of the roads between these green areas, the football and basketball courtyards between these residential blocks and also commercial areas, the safe courtyard, And also you see the green roof of this part as well, the sloped wall that used for conserving rainwater and also for used to save the renewable energy. And that's it. Thank you for your attention.